What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Hidden Panda Show. This is Speculation Station, episode 2. And I'd like to get the chat talking about what they think is going to come with this next update. We've got about 19 hours left in the community event. A lot of people believe that there's going to be an update afterward. I'm one of those people. And I'd like to use this stream to sort of talk about what we think is going to be in that update and how the game might change moving forward. So hopefully you guys are down to participate with that, and I'd love to see your thoughts and ideas. So we got John Hall in the chat, says, "What's up, dude?" Rain says, "This game needs crossplay and non-PvP instances so we can all be a unified player base." Exactly. This is a big issue that we're having with the FDI right now, with our hub, because we've got Xbox players in there, we've got PC players in there, and then we've got PS4 players in there. And, you know, obviously, a great majority of the player base is PS4. And that leaves a lot of things out for PC and Xbox One. And I'm trying to do my best to sort of nurture and grow both of those other sides. But it's proving to be very difficult. And now that Sony has announced crossplay support, you know, obviously with Fortnite and stuff like that, hopefully that expands across to No Man's Sky as well. You know, it won't affect people's base builds or anything. I mean, if you think about it, when No Man's Sky next updated after Atlas Rises, you could recover your bases. So, you know, that's not a big deal. I think it's going to really fuck up people's discoveries, though. So I think in order for them to properly implement crossplay, they would have to reset the universe, which is part of my speculation today and something I've been thinking deeply about. I know in the past I've said that No Man's Sky will not reset the universe again, because with, you know, Visions and with the Abyss, they proved that they don't have to do that. But I think that in order to implement crossplay, they do. So great comment by Rain. I totally feel your pain on that, and I agree with you 100%. John Hall says, "Panda are hidden." It is Panda, my friend. Alright, what do we got here? Just catch up with the chat real quick before I head off. Gonna be lurking for a bit, Panda, but still here. Appreciate that, John. Glad you're in the chat. We got Dave Linger in the chat, says, "Panda, the Hidden Panda Agenda." What's going on, Dave Linger? Thanks for stopping by. I haven't talked to you in a while. Kind of miss you in Cuzwalt, man. I've also just been absent in general from the channel in the last week, so thank you guys for being patient and coming back to the channel. We got Wizard, says, "About time." Exactly, man. I'm sorry about that, guys. I did take some PTO time, went on a camping trip, enjoyed some time with the family, and this is actually my first time playing No Man's Sky since. So, I'm going to be playing some other stuff on the channel as far as streams go. I bought a new HOTAS controller. Flight controller, so that I can play. I'm really shit at Elite Dangerous, but I've noticed that with the flight controller, I'm much better. So I'm going to be bringing Elite Dangerous to the channel in a bigger way. I know we've brought it to the channel a couple of times, but I'm just really terrible at the game and don't play it often. But with the flight controller, it makes things a lot better for me, and I enjoy playing it much more. Also, Ace Combat 7 is friggin' awesome, and I might stream some VR missions with my flight controller and stuff like that. So, and my VR headset. So, looking forward to that. We got Mike Stockton in the chat. Mike Stockton, what's going on, dude? Welcome to the channel. Says, "Hey, Panda, how's it going?" It is going well. Wizard says, "Nazis. Nazis are in the next update." Well, let's hope not. We've got Dave Linger says, "I think it will be base building stuff and all that food crafting." Yeah, we still have yet to see that, and there's a lot of evidence for that. So if you guys are not aware of food crafting, there was some data mine stuff that talked about food crafting, and there's a lot of evidence that something like that could come in an update. So definitely plausible. And Stark Wolf says, "Yo, work and lurk." What's going on, Stark Wolf? Glad you are here. Dave Linger says, "Crossplay can't be with PC since they can't use mods, or since they can use mods and it would screw everything up. If they do crossplay, it would just be PS4 and Xbox, in my opinion." That's very true, but there are already games that exist between console and PC with crossplay, and I would imagine that the developers could disable mods in multiplayer instances where you have consoles in there. I mean, I don't know much about that, so maybe I'm just speaking out of my ass there, but I think it could be done. Whenever me and Cuz are on, you are welcome to join party chats. I know, and you guys often invite me to one, but it's just that a lot of the time it's late at night, Dave, and my wife might be sleeping or something like that, so then it's difficult for me to get into a party chat. Or what happens sometimes is I'm already in a party chat, and then so there's that. Looks like we got a couple more bases on Nope, so let's go ahead and check these out. Cause Walt plays Elite Dangerous. No, I'm going to. Like, I'm telling you, when I started using the HOTUS, Elite Dangerous made a lot more sense to me. You can make much more measured. Whoa, 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 whoa. You can make much more measured movements. What the hell was that? What in the hell was that? John Hall says, Elite Dangerous, what's that? It's a pretty good game, John. It's really boring compared to No Man's Sky because you can't walk around and explore planets and stuff like that. But it's a great spaceflight simulator, and it's an absolutely beautiful game. So at least it's got that going for it. What did I almost just hit? Alright. There it is. What is that? A landing pad? Oh shit, this is the thing that Slade built. What? No. This is the TIE Fighter one. Oh, that is just too goddamn cool. Let's see if I can make my way over to it. Oh, that is just too damn awesome. What? Slade, you're kind of killing the game right now, man. You are killing the game, dude. Oh, I just got distracted. So Elite Dangerous is a really cool game. It's a great spaceflight simulator. It's absolutely beautiful. It's modeled after the Milky Way galaxy. The systems that you visit are real. They're real stars in our Milky Way galaxy. It's more of a simulator. It's not the same experience, and I don't play it nearly as often as No Man's Sky because No Man's Sky is a much better sci-fi, fix. There's a lot more planet, ocean, cave exploring. There's more that you can do. Stuff like that. It's different, but Elite Dangerous has its positives for sure. Mike Stockton says, "I'm really thinking to buy that flight controller, or just gonna bribe the missus." Dude, it is well worth it. I've been holding off on getting it because there's not much to play with on PlayStation. It's not like you've got Flight Simulator X and you can simulate being a commercial airline pilot or anything like that. It's there's just not a lot of games out there. So I've been holding off until Ace Combat 7 dropped. So I bought my flight controller with Ace Combat 7, which I got the Day 1 bundle, which also came with Ace Combat 5. So there's that. So now I've got Ace Combat 5, Ace Combat 7. I've got Elite Dangerous. I've got Eve Valkyrie. And I don't know if No Man's Sky is HOTUS compatible or not, but So I've got games that I would actually use the controller with now, so it's actually, it actually makes sense for me to have it. This is too damn cool. I can't get over this. For those of you guys that haven't seen the hub in a while, so it is growing. Just check out all the bases that are popping up currently. There's the capital planet. So that doesn't even do it justice because some of the icons are so close together. But I think there's over 20 bases now on the capital hub planet. And then we've got a few bases here on Nope. And so yeah, and this doesn't even include the surrounding regions and civilizations that occupy those regions. So Wizard says, "Oh, just thought food crafting to recharge health is going to be a grind." Well, the game was always supposed to be a survival game, yeah. So, for elite players, like those of us that have been playing since day one that have, virtually unlimited resources and, money and everything like that, we don't die, basically. Like, we just don't. I think it'd add a welcome challenge to the game. It was always supposed to be a survival exploration game, but it's too easy to survive. At least in normal mode. Now that you could make the argument that there's survival and there's permadeath, and that's a good argument. But they're trying to keep us interested for years to come. I mean, we've been playing the game since 2016. It's now 2019, right? We still have to be playing with the same vigor that we've always been playing. So they have to introduce new things and different ways of doing things to keep us interested. So. Last time I played Elite Dangerous, you can land on planets doing missions. You can, but the planets are all they're all just rocks. There's nothing on them, because again, it's just a simulator of the Milky Way galaxy. So it's you've got spaceships and capital ships and things like that. But other than space stations and like little outposts on planets, almost everything you see is, which is how it would be in our actual universe. So Langer says that is dope. John Hall says fucking cool as fuck. Hell yeah, of course. Dave Langer says the funny thing about Elite Dangerous is some of the planets they generated based on the Milky Way scientists actually found. So their generation was actually spot on. Yeah, they used a lot of math to determine, what would be in that area, what could be there based on that type of star, what sorts of planets. I forgot what the most recent... God, that's so fucking cool. I forgot what the most recent one they found was. I think it was called Trappist or something like that. But yeah, that was like one of the most recent ones they found. That was almost like identical in the game, but the game had generated a random name for it. So once Trappist was discovered, they went back and added the actual name and changed it to Trappist in Elite. So yeah, I mean, when you're playing Elite, you're exploring places that actually exist. So. Now, I saw Chimp Sidious had a base down here somewhere. Let's see if we can find that. There we go, Chimp Sidious base. I hope that Hello Games fixes the fucking glitch where when somebody joins your lobby, everything just says it belongs to whatever player is in your lobby. Because that's pretty damn annoying. We got Tariq Starks in the chat. Says, dudes, I just got off work. How y'all doing? Tariq, better now that you're here. Welcome back to the Hidden Panda Show. Welcome back to the chat. You are a boss. And you always have good speculations, Tariq, and that's what this stream is about. So, what are your speculations? What do you think is coming? 19 hours left in the community event. What do you think is going to happen? And after you guys give me some of your ideas, I'll let you know sort of what I'm thinking. I've got a couple of really specific ones that I'm almost certain are going to happen. Now, a lot of my speculations are based on the No Man's Sky 2.0 update that will likely hit in August, around the 3-year anniversary of the release of No Man's Sky. So there's that, but I do have some speculations about what might be coming in the next update. So, yeah. Dave Langer says, Wizard, What they should do for the food crafting recharge is just put that on survival and permadeath and not normal. That is a good balance there. I think that that's an acceptable sort of middle ground for sure. We got Martin Pierce in the chat. Says, "Hey, it's me, Marty Merrick. What is going on, Marty? Marty Manprint in the chat. Welcome back to Hidden Panda Show." What we got, Sword. Sword of the chat says, "What's up, peeps?" Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Nice. What's going on, Sword? Glad to see you in the chat, man. Welcome back. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. It looked like Mike Stockton left the lobby. Not sure why. Oh no, this is not Chimp Sidious's base. This is something secret. I don't know why it says it's Chimp Sidious's base, but there is more here, and it's not a base. Someone had created a symbol inside that rock, and without getting too far into it, it potentially could have been a declaration of war against the FDI. But maybe we'll revisit that later. But a very intentional message was left in this rock. I think. Ugh, I'm gonna get hailed for the rest of my life if I don't answer this. Wizard says, need a storage upgrade first. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely going to be some quality of life stuff, for sure. Mike Stockton says, yeah, I found that out the hard way while playing Elite Dangerous, ran out of fuel for a long transport mission. Yeah, I don't know if the fuel rats are still out there, but if you ever get stuck, they can certainly help you out. You know, that's a cool thing about so here's the thing. I'd like to see this change in No Man's Sky, and I want to know if you guys agree with me. I actually really like the idea in Elite Dangerous that I can get stuck if I don't have fuel. Okay? No Man's Sky, their way of preventing players from just getting stuck with no way back is that they just throw random asteroids all over the place. Fucking everywhere. Just everywhere. And we'll do an exploration one this time. And the problem with that is that when you're flying around or pulse driving, there's no... I don't know. For me, it pulls me away from the immersion of it all. Whereas like in Elite Dangerous, you actually have to go to clusters. So you'll see clusters of asteroids and things like that. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but I don't like all of the random scattering of asteroids that you're having to mine for tritium. I wish they found a different way of doing that so that we could navigate throughout the system without necessarily always coming upon those asteroids. Could you imagine if we had that many asteroids in that close proximity in our solar system? There would be no humanity. The planets would be constantly getting struck by planet-ending asteroids. Sword says, wow, I actually got the notification over the stream. Well, thank God, because I know that YouTube has been really, really bad about that. Today's directive is to navigate the undiscovered solar systems. Overviews of the orbital makeup, conflict levels, and economic prosperity from an array of systems will greatly augment Master Polo's astronomical archives. Hashtag word salad. Okay, and let's see what we've got here. Dave Langer says, any chance the next update will be full 16-player avatar lobbies? No. Not until No Man's Sky 2.0. That's part of my speculation. I don't think that we'll see that in 1.8 or if 1.9 if there is one. I think that it's going to literally No Man's Sky 2.0, that's when they'll open the floodgates. Stark Wolf says, "I want the Borg or equivalent." I agree. We need a constant presence of danger, no doubt about it. They need to introduce some new race, some new enemy to fight that aren't just Sentinels, or I mean, something that is pervasive. I don't need animated cutscenes or anything. Maybe you're just playing the game, you randomly get hailed by the leader of some new faction that says that they're coming to occupy, whatever region you're in, or just something like that. I think would be really cool. They've showed their potential with the Nautilon uh, missions. When you're doing the Nautilon, you got the Nautilon quest. They've showed that they can throw in these little quests and stories, and I would like to see more of that. Um, Dave Langer says, Mike, they have fuel rats that make tons of money helping people like you run out. Yeah, exactly, they do. I'm glad to know they're still out there. Marty says, Panda, I'm desperate to see a community space station. Guys, this is so. Let's go ahead and get into it. This is my major speculation here about No Man's Sky 2.0 specifically. I've stated before next many times, not saying that if they did this, it's somehow my idea, but I've stated something that I think a lot of people agree with, and that maybe Hello Games are working towards. Previously in No Man's Sky, when you would discover star systems, okay, it would say that it was undiscovered. You were basically the first one finding it. You would warp there, you would arrive, and what would happen? What would you find? You would find a space station with people in it, ships flying around, freighters warping in, trade outposts, advanced buildings or advanced life forms, shelters, so on. And it always took me out of the I discovered this phase of my excitement. Now I get why they throw those elements in there. When you've got 18 quintillion, whatever the fuck it is, right? And the game is, for the sake of argument, infinite or practically infinite, and there's no end, things can get boring and lonely. And that was part of the issue that people had with the game initially when it launched, was that sense of overwhelming loneliness was hard for some people. Okay? I liked it. I like the loneliness of it. But I see why they needed that, and a place to be able to find multi-tools, to be able to purchase resources, that kind of thing, to sort of pull the player a bit out of the grind. Okay. However, if there are already colonies there, I didn't discover shit. So then they came out with next, and you have these uncharted systems. I love uncharted systems. The reason is because you can really fuck yourself. And now you can put a base and build a terminus, okay? But the cool thing about uncharted systems is that when you discover it, you discovered it, right? There's no space station already there. There's no trade outpost. There's no advanced life forms. Nothing. But the planets and whatever fucking animals live on them. You really discovered that uncharted system. You are charting it, okay? Then you have your frigates. Your frigate missions are really cool, okay? So you can send your frigates out in your fleet, and there's, you've got combat frigates and all these different frigates, but more importantly, you have exploration frigates, and their job is to go out and discover new star systems and da-da-da-da, right? And they bring back resources that you can collect in your inventory, okay? So we're going to piece a few things together here, because, and I might retweet this, I made a video about my speculation. It was called What's Behind That Door. Okay, you can find the video. It's still uploaded on YouTube, on my channel, and it's called What's Behind That Door. Okay, and I made a speculation about what I thought was behind the door, the third door, the middle door at the back, in the space anomaly. And I literally said, well before the next update hit, that Polo and Nada have been sending you out on these missions. Polo has been gathering all the information from all of your scans, scanning animal life forms, biome information, planetary information, all that kind of stuff, and that he was probably back there creating something. And one of my speculations was that when you go back there, that there's a vendor back there that you would talk to where Polo has used the information that you have been giving him, and he is creating customizations for you. Okay, and I got more in depth than that. And if you go back and watch that video, I was spot on because of how you can piece things together with game mechanics and the story. And I figured the next logical step, because with Atlas Rises, they open that door to the left. So the thing on the right gives you the multi-tool. The door on the left is the generator, the reality generator or whatever. And the door on the back didn't open. And I said, okay, well, what is Polo asking? What am I giving him? How is he using it? And how can it contribute to that door? And I guessed it nearly 100% to the T what was back there. Okay? Check the video out for yourself. And so I think I'm right about what I'm about to tell you. I think that frigates are going to become multi-crew ships. Okay? You have 4 landing pads on frigates with absolutely fuck all there. There's nothing that you can do on frigates. You can't send your friends off in them. You can't fly them. You can't operate them. You can't really interact with them unless they go off on a mission, they come back damaged. Then you can interact with those terminals and repair them. Other than that, there is fuck all to do on a frigate. Okay? But there are 4 landing pads. I think that frigates are going to evolve into multi-crew ships. Okay, that you can pilot. Around the system. I don't think that much is going to change in the way of how you operate your freighter. Not right away anyway. But the frigates, I think, are going to be pilotable, and that your friends can be on them with you. Okay? So there's that. I also think that when you arrive in uncharted systems, the systems themselves are going to evolve. This is all No Man's Sky 2.0 shit. Meaning, when you discover a system, now things start to happen in the system as a consequence of you discovering it. Okay? And I think that eventually we'll be able to build or own space stations and control the economy in an uncharted system that we discover. What do you guys think about that speculation? And I'll catch up on the chat while you think about it. But Marty, thank you for that. I'm desperate to see a community space station comment, because that's a speculation I've held for a while, and that reminded me of that, and I was able to tell you guys about that today. And I think I'm right on that, but I'll let you guys think about it, and I'll read your responses. So we got Marty says, I need to honestly do some work today. Yeah, I don't want to get you guys in trouble. Wizard says, shipbuilding, more storage, 1.0 game skin option, so Panda can refuse it. Now, you guys are going to hate me, and my viewer count on this stream is going to reduce by half. I already know. Okay? And I thought about making a video about this, and I didn't, because I knew how badly I would be attacked. But I'm going to go ahead and say it here, because I'm fucking Panda, and I really don't give a fuck. Here it goes. Fuck E3 No Man's Sky. I don't want it. I don't care about it. I don't think about it. The game we have now is far superior. Don't care about the art style. Don't care about the colors. The game that we have now is better. I know that's an unpopular opinion. I think that the E3 No Man's Sky offers a lot of nostalgia, but there's no merits. Okay? When we saw E3, we saw a pretty cool art style that was very captivating, and we had very little information about what the game would actually do. Okay, and the game that was shown at E3 did not showcase base building, exocraft vehicles, multiplayer, procedurally generated mission boards, different quests, submarines, freighters, none of that shit. Okay? Third person perspective, customizable character model, none of that. All of that we have now. So that's my spiel on the whole E3 thing. I know a lot of people want it. I think it's more to do with nostalgia. It's kind of like when you see that thing in Best Buy or some other electronics store, and it's like that throwback console that's pre-installed of like old games. It's like you know that it's shit, that the graphics aren't great. You know that you're clinging to a time that has gone by that you have fond memories of. But deep inside, you will not trade whatever the fuck that thing is for the console that you're playing now, right? So that's just my spiel. But yeah, it is well known that I have been saying, and I said this on Cobra TV more than a year ago. I have said that I personally believe that No Man's Sky has been better than the E3 trailer since Pathfinder, and I'll stick to that statement. Marty says, you know GTA where you buy businesses and it generates cash? Similar to that. 100%. Marty, you are fucking blowing my mind right now. We are so on the same page. We are on the same page, my friend. Um, Mike Stockton says, it's dinner time. Sorry, Panda. Had to come off the game for now. No worries, man. Enjoy your dinner. Enjoy your family time. Yeah, I know freighter missions do this. Sword says, war. Do they know Sword is a FDI member? I guess not, bro. I guess not. They're not ready, dude. They're not ready. They're just, they can't. Okay. FDI is home to some of the galaxy's wealthiest and most powerful people. It's game over instantly. All right, what else we got around here? Actually, we're supposed to discover some shit, so let's do a mission while we speculate here. Holy shit, we got the Geeky Pikachu in the chat. Says, hey you guys, how is everyone? What is going on, Geeky Pikachu? AKA Snow Obsidian. Glad to have you in the chat. Welcome back to Hidden Panda Show. Long time no see. Dave Langer says they need bigger asteroids where we can land on and just make less of them. Love that idea. Dave, great idea. I would settle for that. Larger asteroids that you can essentially land on and mine them for resources or fuel or tritium or whatever. Love it. I would settle for that. Mike says, hasn't Elite Dangerous got crossplay too, though? Not that I'm aware of. Paul White, or otherwise known as Wizard, says the asteroids was an update because players were getting stuck. No, I know. I know why they did it, Wizard, and it makes sense at the time, but enough time has passed now where they can figure a different way around that, you know? Um, it doesn't have to be that, you know. We got Marty giving Pikachu some love in the chat. Wizard says the asteroids in game are huge when you slowly fly up close. They are really big. They are really big. I took a screenshot of one in, I think it was either Atlas Rises or Pathfinder, and I posted it, and I said that Hello Games really needed to fix the scale. Because in the cockpit, the asteroids didn't seem that big, and when you go into photo mode, they're absolutely gigantic. Now that they fixed the scale, everything makes a lot more sense. I'm really glad what they've done. But they did it at the, like, I don't necessarily like what they've done with the terrain. Most of the time I like it, but sometimes I want to land on a planet that, like back in the old days, that just has absolutely just insane terrain. I mean, arching outcroppings with stalactites on them, giant spire, crustiferous ass rocks, if that's even a word, sticking out of the ground, like just just craziness. I do miss that. I do miss that. I'd like to see that. All right. Let's go to an undiscovered system because we have to. I might have fucked up. That could have been discovered for all I know. Also, I hope that in an update you can sell your ships to human players. That would be really good. I really like that idea. Here's another one that we can tag onto that, Mike, that I think everybody would also really like. So hear me out on this one. What if when you're ship hunting at Trade Outpost and you come across a ship that you like, and you're not in the ship that you want to trade, when you go to purchase that ship, you can select other ships. Damn it, I knew this one was going to be discovered. You can select other ships that are in your inventory to trade from, so you don't necessarily have to give up the ship that you arrived with. Because some people use a different ship for warping, okay? That has better warp stats, but it might not be the one that they want to trade, so it's really annoying when you've got to fly into a system with a ship that you're warping with, land on a planet, or your freighter, swap it for a different ship, then fly down to the trade outpost to swap that one for a different one. You know? Seems kind of like a pain in the ass. Dave Langer says, did you see the moon was hit by an asteroid during that eclipse? Yep. And just a normal observer on the ground with a camera or telescope happened to see it, the impact, which is super cool. The moon has a shit ton of craters because it's constantly being hit, and it's 1/4 the size of the Earth. So, and at the distance that it's at, it basically is like a shield. The moon takes a lot of the hits that would have made it to Earth that could potentially be disastrous, you know. It takes a fucking beating. We got Remus in the chat. Remus says, yo, what is going on, Remus? Welcome back to Hidden Panda Ship. Marty says, man, I gotta see that super deep oceans with massive sea beasties. Dude, Leviathans. It's gotta happen. We gotta call on Hello Games to do it, man. It's gotta happen. Why not, you know? What's this one over here? Ah, there's a base. Let's see what Marty's been up to. Sword says, how was AC7 with the HOTAS? Unbelievable, Sword. Unbelievable. Now, hear me out, Sword. I took it one step further. I did the first VR mission in VR with the HOTAS. Think about that shit. You want to talk about immersion? Now, all they got to do is give Elite Dangerous some VR support, and I may never wake up from the simulation. I'll be in it all the time. Dude, no. Ace Combat 7 is gnarly with the flight controller, man. In first person with the flight controller, it is the way to play. It is the way to play. It's so much easier, so much more fluid. You can make minute changes with you know, regarding your yaw, pitch, and roll. So you just have a lot more control of your ship's axis, you know. I gotta kill this guy. I got to. It's high roll. But yeah, no, 100% worth it, dude. And depending on where you go, you can find that thing for, you know, 60, 70 bucks. It's about as much as a regular fucking PlayStation controller, you know? So yeah, there's that. It's well worth it. I love it. Wizard says No Man's Sky 2.0, just one galaxy. Yeah, I'm all for that too, Wizard. I don't know what the purposes of the other galaxies are. You know, that the changes are so minute. Well, that was very uneventful. The changes are so minute that I've not been pulled to go. It just, there's nothing drawing me there. Dave Langer says, I agree, Wizard. They should as one and make different sectors. Yeah, or they could have the same 256 galaxies, but you can just travel between them openly. So like when you go to your galactic map, you can pull back. Okay, you can see the different the different galaxy clusters. Spiral galaxies, different galaxies, and your freighter. Okay, that could be one of the benefits of having one. Your freighter can be the only vessel that has the warp capability to travel between the different galaxies. So there, I mean, there's different ways of implementing that, but yeah, they've got to figure out a different way of doing that. But hopefully no new players are watching that haven't already discovered this. But the lore is that you're living in a simulation, um, and the different galaxies are just different dimensions, different resets of the same existence, sort of, kind of thing. So I mean, it plays into the story. I understand that, but yeah. So loving the rings on this planet. This planet has 3 separate ring segments. That's pretty fucking sweet. Um, One galaxy, everything you want in it. There you go. I like Dave Langer's idea though about bringing them all together and just making different sectors at the very least. You know, sort of like we have now with Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Delta. So something like that. Or make text or make the center something special. Yeah, I mean that's one thing they really built that up in the advertising for the game, and it was very much disappointing to be fair. You know. Ooh, somebody's working on another research station. Marty, can I have a look-see during the stream? Let me know. I'll give you a second to answer. If you haven't already done so. I love these sorts of planets with these colors. They're pretty amazing. Um, Geeky Pikachu something tells me that while we play this game, Hello Games is working on bringing the game from the trailer to No Man's Sky. Don't think so. Do not think so. I don't think that's ever coming back. Just being real. Paul White says, blow your mind center. Exactly. We've got Slade Braddock in the chat says, what's up, killers? What is going on, Slade? Welcome back to Hidden Panda Show. Glad to see you here. Slade is probably working and lurking, so we got to keep him entertained, guys. Let's get him through this day. Dave Linger says, we should be able to go into... Oop, where'd that go? Ah. We should be able to go to the Uncharted systems to create our own space station and then hire aliens to flesh it out. 100% agree. Wizard says, I've always said it. They need to think bigger, as in planet terraforming, planetary resource extraction, massive space shipyards, construction yards, ports, etc., etc. I think we'll see cities as well eventually. I think that's something they're actively working on right now. This is a game that's going to grow over time. I have full confidence that a lot of what we want to see in the game that's reasonable, we'll see it. Sword says, I like where your head is at, but we had 3 extra landing pads on freighters forever. Well, yeah, because you could own 6 ships, Sword, and then you had the 3 other landing pads so that NPCs could continue to come in, the same ships that were in those systems. So you could ship hunt right from your freighter. I think that was partially part of it. And if you think about it, with the amount of spaces that you have in a 4-player lobby, you can have all of your ships inside and still 4 players can land. Okay? So I think that's something that they always planned on evolving out. I think that was always part of the game plan, with the freighters. Or at least very quickly became part of the game plan. Remus says, welcome to to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community's guidelines. Yes. Was not expecting that message, but yes. The Geeky Pikachu says, more player freighter fleets in one instance plus frigate trading. Yeah, I don't know why, if you're in a 4-player lobby, only one of the players can call their freighter in. Why not everybody? Mike Stockton says, oh, I do hope so, Panda. Multi-crew is the future. You can tell I'm way behind on this chat here. It definitely is. My system economy will be driven by Sentinel body parts and Nip Nip Bud. Oh, gotta have the Nip Nip Bud. 15 in chat. Hope we have 15 likes. Free cookies. Yeah. If we don't have 15 likes, there's a problem. Okay, I mean, I know it's not swords chat. Okay, but we can be better, guys. No, I'm joking. Sword's got a poppin' ass chat. You guys already know. If you're here, you already know who Sword is. Giga Pikachu says, okay, I can see that. Yep. Dave Langer says, I agree with you. The current game is better than the E3 trailer. Boom. We got another convert to the fuck the E3 trailer cause. Giga Pikachu says, true, very true. It's like an old mini. I agree with Panda about E3. I also would like to add screw PlayStation PSN store still using the E3 trailer to sell No Man's Sky. I know. Use the next trailer. Like, duh. How many more copies would they sell if they just changed the fucking trailer? And now, to be fair, I don't know if that's up to PlayStation or if that's something that Hello Games can change. So we'll see. I want the old mini with all the toys of a new one. Dave Langer says, at Hidden Panda Show, this video will prove your point. I'm going to click on that. I shall return. Oh, yeah, the No Man's Sky trailer comparison? Yeah, I have seen this video. Yeah, 100%, like, so much better. Guys, we got 16 people watching, 9 likes. Let's crank it up. Please tell me that's not Remus. That is fucking Remus. God damn it. I should have known when I heard the blasters go off. Elsie Kaufman says, agree with you 100% with my friend. I always thought the doors were going to be used in the anomaly as well as updates came out, especially after Atlas Rises. I had a feeling they would open up. Yeah, dude, you know, I'm telling you, people really hated on me at the beginning regarding speculation. It was like people really had a problem with it, like with me speculating specifically. Because I think that what people worry about is that they get hyped on something, and then it turns out it's not that thing, and then they're very much upset, which is entirely understandable, you know. But it's just part of it's just being an adult, you know, and not letting speculation become expectation. That's the number one thing I always say. Don't let speculation become expectation. I mean, it's you know, it goes without saying. But a lot of my speculations ended up proving to be correct. And it's because it's just thinking of it in terms of a logical progression of events, how things are going to turn out. Now, I've been wrong a lot too, but I was right about submarines. I was right about the third door behind, Nada and Polo and the space anomaly. I was right about how multiplayer would be handled, about how different systems would have different security and that there would be these different things. And, you know, so a lot of people were saying that multiplayer would be a separate game mode. And I was one of those people that I said that there's already several game modes, and I don't think that they're going to do that. They're going to incorporate it into the normal game mode, which is true. Okay, so it's just thinking logically about the most logical step in the process of progressing the game. And a lot of the time I've been right. You know, I'm just giving myself a pat on the back here, but I've probably been wrong more times. But it's exciting to talk about, and if you can be an adult and handle it, not get pissed off. You know, I think it actually helps Hello Games, because I think that they watch the community, they see what people are talking about, what they're saying, and I think that they derive a lot of the content they put in the game from what people say they want to see. I wonder if Panda has tried the racetrack. Which one? The on Pirate Bay? You guys want to do a live test run of the hashtag RRRR race? Let me know. I'm down. I'm down to give it a go, because we're going to be doing a contest there and giving out some Hidden Panda Show gear, so to the winner, and that's going to be live as well. So we did a hashtag RRR it's coming soon thing. Marty Merritt slapped it together for the FDI Amino. And that is right around the corner, so that track is about built. And we have a track in Anya as well. We've got some things planned, guys. We're going to be doing some fun things and having fun with this game for sure. Geeky says, thanks, man. Elsie Kaufman says, what up, Snow? You Are Godsmack says, hey, travelers and friends. What is going on, You Are Godsmack? Welcome back to Hidden Panda Show. Love the base that you built, my friend, on Anya. It's terrific. Geeky Pikachu says, doing good. Playing some Switchblade. Very cool. Mike Stockton says, I've recently maxed out my S-Class fighter ship, and it kicks ass, and it's fast as Sonic. Hell yeah, dude. Legit. Uh-oh. We got a tiny little Gek over here. I knew you were trying to shoot me through the door, bud. You piece of fucking shit. Remus. I'm joking. Remus is the best. He enhances the stream, because I'll be comfortably just sitting there just ranting away, and then he'll show up and just kill me. And, yeah. just adds another layer. Stark Wolf says, wow, this is like an amino chat. Hell yeah, dude. Dude, the FDI amino, we have less than 100 members just in that amino. In terms of the FDI itself, the different civs that are part of the FDI and that exist in the region, there's well over 100 members total. But just there's less than 100 just in that amino. And that chat is constant. Constant. And I love I love it. And I love all the discussion that happens there. Dave Langer says, they need to add back the galaxy map info, who discovered a system and when. Not sure why they have not done that yet. I agree. I would like to see what else they decide to do with the Galactic Atlas on their website. I feel like that is very underutilized and that they can do some really cool things with that. I'm excited to see what they end up doing. So there's that as well. You Are Gosmack says, I hope secretly for a new update soon. Hopefully strong new enemies. So cool thing. Just going back to like how things can be made more special if they're rare. Okay. For as much exploration as I do, I have yet to come across a living rock, and I have not seen those new sentinels, infected sentinels, whatever they're called. So I have not seen those. So I really hope that they make certain things more rare in the game to find. And You Are Godsmacked, there's about 18 and a half hours or 18 hours left in the community event. So I think there's a very good chance, my friend, that we're going to see an update possibly tomorrow. Okay? As early as tomorrow. So I might be wrong. I'm not trying to get you guys hyped up. But if you think about it, PlayStation didn't hit Tier 3 very quickly. So they extended the community event by like 50 days or whatever, or 15 days or whatever it was. And I think that gave them an opportunity to continue to flush things out and optimize things. And they're going to drop an update probably tomorrow. So there's that. This is the speculation station, guys. You are here willingly and consciously knowing what you're getting yourself into. So if any of you fuckers comes crying to me tomorrow because there's no update, we shall have words. No, I'm joking. But no, I really do think that will happen. But I'm not going to be sad if it doesn't. I'm just a thought. Marty says, sorry, I had to take a few work calls. He's checking the space out. Yep. I'm hanging out here, Marty, because I was waiting for you to let me know if it's cool, but I haven't got to the bottom of the chat yet, so just trying to catch up. Spot on for your prediction, Panda. Rebuilding economy, space stations. Yep, I love it. Stark says, gotta run, guys. Have a great stream. Peace out, Stark. Glad you stopped by. Slade Braddock says, hoping to fly that track tonight. Video is crazy cool. Oh, yeah, the flying track. Okay, I have to do a video about that, and I really want to try that. It's hard to time properly. And you did it. Did you do it with terrain manipulations and they're visible to all players? They haven't reset? Mike Stockton says, I hope that in the next update, huge faction wars can break out. Turf wars, if you will. Yeah, that would be cool. They did talk about that before the release of No Man's Sky with the potential of factions and stuff. And we've yet to see that, and I think it would be very interesting. Just had a thought. Since next... has anyone gone to the center? It's a lot harder now than it was to get there. Nope, I've never had an interest in going. NPCs don't fly in if you have 6 ships. Well, I think that was more of a glitch than anything, John, but I don't think that was their original intention. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they ended up fixing that not too long before next drop. But I could be wrong. John Hall said, but the other peeps in multiplayer lobby can still land. Yo, 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 I'm on the work and lurk. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Hey, Panda, there was one thing found at Euclid's core. And what was that, John Hall? Rima says, the game we have is better, but I like the art style of the trailer. I can accept that. I can accept that. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and skip to the bottom because I missed a lot of the chat, and it's gonna take forever. So if there was anything specific that you wanted me to read or know, just go ahead and type it again if I didn't get to it. But I think we're just gonna move on from here, and because I'm really far behind, I don't want to keep holding up any sort of gameplay or moving the conversation forward. So. Ah, Marty's working on some stuff. Can't say I've seen this fauna before. Looks like I wonder if SpongeBob lives in there. I was gonna sing the song, but I won't do that to you guys. Dude, the Abyss update was probably Marty's favorite. Because he just strikes me as a person who like loves exploring all the underwater stuff. You know? I mean, with No Man's Sky, we truly have the best of everything. You know, we've got a great space survival exploration game where we can fully explore planets, you know, in the fullest ways. Um, Dave Langer says one idea for the other galaxies to make it different could be make each galaxy different art style or even build of the game. I feel like that may get confusing. I like where your head's at with that, but I think that would be difficult for people. But you know, maybe I'm wrong. You know. Ooh, I love this little area. Got a little romance pad right here. Okay. And the door is wide open too. Someone's an exhibitionist. Yeah. I'm gonna have to come back here another time and really explore these planets, or this this underwater biome here. This looks really interesting, and I love that the water is blue. Oh, I don't want to get near that thing. I love that the water is blue, and I love that it's so much more rare now to find blue water. All right, I've had enough. Your bullets cannot enter here. Matador, welcome Matador. Matador says, my speculation is space overhaul. Sorry if I'm late to the convo. No, Matador, you're not late to the convo, and yes, space overhaul would be terrific. I've talked with great length with Tyler Thunder about that, and we both think that the next update that we get, which likely is at the end of the community event here, which is in 17 hours and 15 minutes, in my opinion at least, I think that they're gonna enhance. A lot of it will have to deal with space. So. I would like to see the ability to steer your ship while in pulse drive, and I'd like to see some enhancements made with how you traverse the galaxy. Like when I was playing Elite Dangerous the other night with my HOTUS, okay, whenever you select a system that you want to go to or a planet or whatever that you want to visit, what you have to do is you have to hold on, I'm getting distracted here. Let me try to find where is it? Where is it? Pirate Bay. Okay. Um, fuck, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, once you select it, okay, there's a little thing that pops up on your HUD, and you have to aim your ship at that star, and then or that planet or whatever it is, and you super cruise there, or you'll warp there. Okay, and that is so much more immersive and so much more or so much better handled in Elite Dangerous than in No Man's Sky. And I don't want No Man's Sky to be Elite Dangerous. I'm not saying that because they're entirely different games, but there are certain things that Elite Dangerous does very well that No Man's Sky can learn from. Remus says D-rated Subnautica gameplay. Not sure what you mean by that. John Hall says, "Shit, why does it keep popping me back up? That's annoying as fuck." Says, "Oh, Matador, yo mofo." John Hall says, "Matador, you remember the FDI? Peeps would love your treehouse builds, dude." Slade Braddock says, "Aloha, Matador." John Hall says, "I know you aren't limited to treehouses, of course, but I saw your low orbit on Sword Street too." Matador says, "Yes, I am, but it's nowhere near the hub. Either one of my treehouses, lol." Well, god damn it, Matador, we need one, so fucking get to it. Let's see. Slade says, or no, Matador says, "Hey, Slade." Slade says, "And everyone." Dave Langer says, "What is left from that survey list?" I don't know. Could somebody pull that up, or could someone like let me know like what they've hit? I think there's only like 2 or 3 things left. Looks like Pirate Bay is gone. I can make my way over to this though. I think Slade has to be in the lobby for it to load. That happened with Hidden one time. He had a base, a couple of bases that were built on the same planet, and I could see one, but the other one he had to be there for it to load in, and it's like they really need to sort all that out. Or it could just be that it's taking a minute for all that, everything to pop in. So could also be that. I recently traveled to the bottom of Euclid straight down from Astara. You only get about 1,500 to 2,000 light years away before you can select systems anymore. Rebus says, "I tried to meet you in Elite the other day, but you had your location hidden, I think." Yeah, because I'm rubbish at the game. If you plan it in advance with me, like we can multi-crew up, because I multi-crewed with Hidden, and I want to be able to multi-crew with you, and multi-crew with Cuz Walt, and others. So, like I said, now that I have my flight stick, I think I'm gonna be more of an Elite fan because I'll have a better grip on playing the game. It's just that I found the game incredibly difficult from a piloting standpoint, just with a normal gamepad, and I had trouble getting used to it. And then the game doesn't offer me the same level of exploration that I get from No Man's Sky, but the flying is much more satisfactory once you have a flight stick. So. John Hall says, "Hey Panda, have you been to the 2 different Diplo planets yet in FDI Broski?" I have not. This is my first time actually playing the game in over 5 days. So, so there's that. Because I took some time off with family and stuff like that, so, and friends. Oh, okay, so that answers my question, John Hall, about how the bases work, so okay. Dave Langer says, "Oh, I just looked up the data mine stuff. They have that turret stuff for your bases. Wonder if they do a tower defense type thing." Yeah, I would love to see that. People seem opposed to that, but I would actually enjoy that You know, you could get a notification in your ship's HUD that like your base or your freighter is being attacked, and you could arm your freighter. You could make customizations with regard to the weapons that are on it for defensive purposes. I mean, and this isn't like out of the box stuff, or like this is stuff that like I can actually see them doing like in the next year, you know. And I would love to see that. The game already feels so much deeper and so much more complete and so much less shallow. You know, this is a great planet. Holy shit. Sorry, I just went off. But man, I love the way this looks. I found out about it after I built a shit ton of bases on a planet. Damn, now I know. Fuck. You know that they're gonna change that, right? They're gonna make it to where everybody can see all of the bases that you built. I mean, if you look at the leap from from Foundation in terms of base building, right, and then Pathfinder, pretty fucking significant with the new parts and the higher complexity limit. Then you look at that to Atlas Rises, even huger, right? And then you look at that to Next, completely exit, completely just like exponentially different. So I would imagine with another major overhaul, we could see some great differences there with the capabilities of that. So, damn, that's a bummer, man. So Slade would have to be in the lobby. Okay. Well, I mean, that's cool. I can link up with Slade and I can try out that track. Plus, I like co-hosting the stream with Slade. The guy's got a magical voice. Yeah, we got a depot. John Hall says, Panda, if you didn't see my Delta Cafe comment earlier, Zane hopes to wrap up the vid this weekend and will pimp the FDI out a bit, of course. Delta Cafe? What's that? I did not see the comment about the Delta Cafe. And let's solve the puzzle. Friend, healing and repair station initializing. A biological probe launches from the terminal and pierces my exosuit. It's pinned deep into my chest. I can barely move. There's no indication if this is the facility's function or a security measure. We'll wait. The probe pumps healing liquid into my exosuit and leaves me feeling refreshed and full of energy. New product formula learn. Holographic analyzer. Swoop, swoop. Temporary frigate upgrade. Awesome. Love getting new recipes. What? We got... oh, Diner. Sorry, Delta Diner. No. I didn't happen to see that comment, but no, that would be fantastic. Like I said when you mentioned it before with regard to him, sort of making some content about Dragon's Perch and stuff like that, I'm completely fine with that. It's the free Delta for a reason. Like nothing we do is like exclusive. You know what I mean? This is for everyone. This is for the whole community. Everything that's built here, all the discoveries, ship locations, everything. Like it's for everybody. You don't even have to participate in the FDI. You could just join the amino. You could block chat invitations and just use the wiki. This is a gift to the No Man's Sky community, free of rules and regulations and politics and bullshit. That's the FDI. And I cannot wait. I'm a big fan of Zane's, and I cannot wait to see what he does. And obviously it'll have the consequence also of bringing attention from another content creator about the FDI and what makes it special. So, Sword has been a big cheerleader of ours from the very beginning, and I can't thank him enough for that specifically as well. So, we are a constellation. P1 Stream in the chat says hello. What's going on, P1 Stream? P1 Stream getting some love. Hell yeah. I love these little things. Ooh. What other speculations do you guys have? So my main speculation is multi-crew frigates. Uncharted systems will allow you to control the economy and owning a space station. I feel that those three things are going to happen between now and 2.0. Oh, and we go to a 16-player multiplayer lobby. No orbs. So, no orbs after No Man's Sky 2.0. So there you have it. That's my call. Ooh. Gotta check this out. I'll bet that guy correct you. P1 stream is pronounced like the word own, but starting with a P. Pwn stream. Well, if I've been saying it wrong, I apologize. Ooh. I like. Okay. Oh, no, that was it. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. Take a moment to breathe. I think we will be getting a space update next, although I don't know what it all might contain. Yeah, like I said, me and Tyler Thunder think that one of these updates just before No Man's Sky 2.0 is going to overhaul space a bit. It's going to change the mechanics slightly to make way for whatever's going to come in No Man's Sky 2.0. Again, that's evidence-free, complete relentless, speculation, but that's just, that's where my head's at with it. Meridia says, I'd like customizable parts for ships or color changes like the exosuit. Oh yeah, dude, for sure. Slade Braddock says, oh my god, Marty's post on the amino. Oh, the one with, the video with the captions. Hilarious, dude. John Hall says, I was seeing it. P1 stream works as well, I guess. Hey, we'll say Pwn stream. We'll call you by your name, cousin. Yeah, dude, Marty's post had me laughing so hard. I woke up to a lot of funny things this morning, so people actually did. So I was joking when I said that's going to be the official greeting of the FBI is morning nipples. And then I wake up this morning and I'm checking the chat and everyone is saying morning nipples to each other. So now that just has to be a thing. It's just morning nipples. That's just how it is now. There's no turning back. It's just morning nipples. If you're not in the FGI, you'll know nothing about that, and you'll have no point of reference. But morning nipples is just for those of us that know, it's just kind of hilarious. And the gifts that come along with it as well. But yeah, so I woke up this morning and I see morning nipples and Marty's post, which is pretty excellent. So, and if you are in the FBI chat, by the way, we do have a section specifically for NSFW stuff. So if you want to be able to say things without repercussions, as long as it's within Amino's guidelines, you can say it. So if you feel it might not be within everyone's taste, but it's acceptable, with regard to Amino's guidelines, then you can feel free to post it there. Tariq Sark says, "Hey Panda, what is going on, dude?" Matador says, "Okay, time to go out in the snow. Lol. Have a great stream, guys." Well, thank you. I actually go to work in a bit, so the stream's going to be ending soon. But yeah, which actually, let me head back a second. Totally just thought about this. I don't know. My body's been telling me, but it's like I've been ignoring it. I've got to go pee real quick. So, uno momento.
test, test, test. Yo, yo, yo. What's up, Hidden Panda Show? It's hidden. Can everyone hear me? Am I being heard? Am I being heard? Let me know in the comments if everyone can hear me. We got Aaron.
Alright guys, I'm back, and as you've noticed, we've got Hidden in the chat. Can you hear me, Hidden? Hidden, can you hear me? Well, damn. I can hear you now.
Sorry. Sorry, I had a phone call, man.
Oh, no, we're good. So, guys, was not expecting this, but Hidden is able to join the chat today. He has come out of hiding, so let's welcome
What's
Hidden.
up, dude?
All right, so let me catch up with the chat real quick, Hidden, and then we'll get some of your ideas on what's going on. So basically, as you guys have been catching on, this is the Hidden Panda Show Speculation Station. This is episode 2. We're talking about what's coming after the Visions update, which I believe we're going to see something at least by the end of the week, as early as tomorrow. We've got 18 hours left on the community event, and then I think something happens, which is something might have been supposed to happen earlier. Okay, if that's even the correct sentence structure. But because we didn't hit tier 3, they extended the event 15 days. So I think that we were actually supposed to get an update earlier than this. So they've had those 15 extra days to maybe test a couple things, patch a few things out, and I think we're going to get an update tomorrow. But before you let us know your speculation, let me go back and hit the chat here and see what everybody said. So we got Mike says, awesome stream so far, Panda. Gonna have to go for now. Hope the stream goes well by now, peeps. Or for now, peeps. See you, Mike. Thanks for stopping by the channel, by the way, and I really appreciate you joining the FDI, and I hope that your experience so far has been a good one. We got Hero Bird says, I would like to see a fauna update. Monster creatures that are difficult to fight, Leviathan-like underwater creatures, flying creatures that attack you, and amphibious creatures. Okay, Hero Bird, well, welcome to the chat, and I love all of those ideas. Hidden, what do you think about that?
Yeah, dude, those are great ideas. There's really no telling what's going to happen now. It's getting harder and harder to speculate with this game the more the updates come out because they're never consistent on what they do. So it's just really really hard to figure out what Hello Games has got up their sleeve. But there is no question of a doubt. I'm in my mind.
Guys, we might be having issues with the stream because, or not with the stream necessarily. I mean, the stream is kind of buffering and it's kind of pixely, so definitely having some connection issues here. But looks like we're still up. So
Okay, so we're still rolling.
We're still going. The stream is still live, but it's very pixely. We're definitely having some some issues. I hope the router. I don't even think it's the router because I actually did a speed test on my phone,
You
and
think it's me?
no, it's not you at all. The stream is fine. I know that once I get about an hour and a half into a stream, things start getting a little wonky. I don't think it has anything to do with your side of things at all.
All right.
So and probably a lot of it probably has to do with the fact that I choose to stream at full HD, and I might need to step that down to like 720 or something like that. I think that like my internet's really good, but it's just inconsistent for whatever reason. It's fiber to the
Huh.
node, not to the premises. So I don't have